So first question is, Russia released more than 500 lions to make sure that people stay inside during the COVID-19 pandemic. True or false?
Oh, well, um, I saw that through Facebook. I wasn't too
Yeah.
sure. And let's just say I don't believe that they would do that.
You are 100% correct there. That is actually false news. With so much information out there and how fast it's changing, information and misinformation are spreading fast like wildfire. It's really difficult to know what to believe and what not to believe. In this video, I test a philosophy major graduate 3 things that are currently being shared across the internet. I also ask him his tips on dealing with anxious people who believe in fake news. Please warmly welcome Andrew, Tung, and Lab. Hello, Andrew. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you, Joyce. Good to be here as well.
Wonderful. So Andrew, in light of our current situation, what I wanted to talk to you about today is the ever-present issue with the coronavirus pandemic. So can you just share with us a little bit about how the pandemic has affected you professionally and personally?
Yep, so I've, with the professional side, I am a casual worker. Received a call recently and I was told that my shifts were cut indefinitely. So it's also a blessing in disguise. You know, I have more time to focus on myself, do the things that I normally can't do because I'll be, be too busy at work or won't have time. So one of them would be reading more books, writing more poems, writing pieces, just something to sort of alleviate the anxiety that's been going around, the news that circulates. I think there was this one outrageous one saying, there was a helicopter going around Australia spraying disinfectant to combat COVID-19. My mum believed that, but I mean, it is quite unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Line with the idea or the topic around fake news, I actually did prepare 3 things that are currently being shared on the internet just to test you a little bit in terms of what's true and what is misinformation. So first question is, Russia released more than 500 lions to make sure that people stay inside during the COVID-19 pandemic. True or false?
Oh, well, I saw that through Facebook. I wasn't too sure. And let's just say I don't believe that they would do that.
You are 100% correct there. That is actually false news.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I searched up on Snopes.com where they debunk any misinformation that people share around online. And apparently, though, the picture of that lion is actually real. And they said in April 2016, the New York Post reported that Johannesburg residents were startled to see a lion on the street. But someone created that photo with the breaking news at the bottom using a particular app. Now, second question is, you can be infected with a virus but not show any symptoms. True or false?
I'd say that's I believe that's true. I believe that's true.
This is why it's so important that we follow the physical distancing rules that the government have laid out. And the third one is, you'll be okay if you're young. True or false?
False. I gotta say it's false.
False? Why do you say it's false?
Yeah, I'd say that, well, it depends on what do you mean by you'll be okay, right? Health?
Yeah.
Health-wise, one, I think youth, they say, I hear other people say young people can depending on what age, right?
Let's just say millennials.
Millennials, I'd say if they don't have any preconditions, then I say they can live through it.
See, it's actually I'm trying to trick you a little bit with this question because
I said that.
You're right. Well, basically, it's true-ish if that you have a higher chance of surviving, but still, it's actually not quite true because you'll be okay doesn't mean that your parents, that your grandparents, and your immunocompromised siblings, co-workers will be okay because because you can even pass it on to them, right? So then if they're not okay, then you won't be okay because you see them suffering. So I deliberately tried to throw a trick question in there, but I ask these questions just to illustrate how easy it is to actually fall for misinformation. So we just need to constantly seek out the official information and not just believe anything that just gets posted on Facebook, for example. Now, I want to understand, like knowing that you went to the temple since you were a little boy, how about spiritually and as a practicing Buddhist, how are you currently dealing with the situation?
In this situation, we're in social distancing. We're not meeting a lot of people. The only place that we can practice and the only people that we can practice with are the people we live with, so to speak. In this case, will be my mom. I think it takes a lot of patience, a lot of empathy, a lot of, I think in Buddhism, there's a lot about loving kindness and about compassion. I think it takes a great deal of loving kindness to my mom to be able to take back what I said, in case that maybe there's some things that really offended her when I said, "Oh, I didn't believe you," And she's like, "Oh, how can you not believe me?" Well, and then we had that argument. She's like, "Oh, everything. Why would the media lie? Why is there fake news?" She believes everything on media.
Oh no!
I try to reason with her, but sometimes she gets it can't quite get even. But then that's the thing with kindness, with empathy, and talking to your friends, talking to people, but also to yourself. And that's Buddhism does teach us a lot of reflection in terms of like meditation, and does do what my actions reflect the values of Buddhism, and then that's start talking to yourself and say, maybe I'm like a bit of loving kindness here. You can improve on it.
Well, you know what? You've just demonstrated self-awareness then, and having the level of having self-awareness is the key, is the very first step. And then after that, when we're aware, then we can start developing more compassion. So you're on your way.
Thank you.
So basically what you're saying there is the importance of loving kindness and also empathy and patience as well in how we respond to our loved ones, or especially when they're highly anxious about something, especially during this time. With that, Andrew, thank you so much for your time today. Have a great evening, and I hope that now with the extra time that you have, that you will get to do more reading. I want to hear more poetry from you. And thank you again, and have a great evening. Cheers.
All right. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
I hope that gave you a bit of insight and to not fall for fake news. Please check your facts before you believe them. And treating our loved ones and others with kindness, especially during this time. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a calm and peaceful evening.